evening, guys. My name is Ron Jones. Most of you guys know me, aka RV Jones, aka RVJ. Right? I am your guy. You guys know I'm pretty much here every Thursday, 8 p.m. doing Builders of Streamline Success training. Super excited about what's going on. So let me welcome everybody to the call. To Keisha, welcome. Jennifer, Anthony, June. Daryl, man, so many people that's on the call on this evening. The call is continuing to load up. It's interesting how the numbers will be at one spot and then all of a sudden it just spike up, like everybody say at the same time, oh, I get on, and the numbers are absolutely filling up. And I'm super excited about this call. And how do you know you're talking to the right person? Or how do you know the person you're talking to, you're prospecting them the way they need to be prospected? Right? It's very simple. How do you know they're the right ones? That's what I'm gonna be talking to you guys tonight. How do you know they're the right ones? And many of us, we think that we're talking to the wrong person, but are we talking to the wrong person or are we using the wrong technique? Right? There's a difference. We could be using the right technique on the wrong person and get the wrong results. And then we may think that that's the wrong person. So I want to know, you guys, I see some people, have been, somebody said this is the second one. Last week was awesome, right? I want to see some specifics, right? But it's all good. But that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. Just really, how do you know you're talking to the right person? What is it that you're doing wrong? What is it that you're doing right? What if you're doing everything that the book says? If you're following the system to the T, you're writing down exactly what's need to be said. One of my trainings that I did was talking about the $1 million skill. The $1 million skill being the power of the invite, right? Being able to invite, being able to know how to say what you need to say, being able to show the excitement, being able to know how to get someone into a room, get someone on a platform, preview a video, whatever that tool is. I think it was a very great training that I did, a lot of results back, a lot of powerful feedback. But then now, what if you did all of those things and then now you hitting blocks where sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? What do you do, right? And who are we talking to? Those are some of the questions you got to ask yourself on this call. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to the person who makes you feel good, or the person who's safe? Or are you talking to that person who really is on your chicken list, but you galvanize enough courage to actually go to that person? Why is everybody that you introduce to the opportunity not doing anything? Why is everybody, you got 15 people and only one person out of the 15 people really working to build their business, when 13 of them said, man, I really want to build a business. But now all of a sudden, they're not doing anything. Why? Why is that? And that's where I want to talk to you guys about today, because a lot of times, and I'm telling you, I'm really giving you guys raw and uncut. Some days I'm going to have a presentation slide. Some days I'm gonna just, write some stuff down, because I'm giving you guys experiences that you guys gotta really scrutinize. You really gotta study this industry. You got, some people do the same thing, right, over and over again, and it don't work, right? And if it don't work the first time, I'm not saying stop it, but what I'm saying is assess what it is that you're doing and tweak the knob until it's on the station that's working for you. And now you can now put that thing on that station, and you can now go ahead and go straight to national, international, straight to diamond. But you got to find your station, right? Does that make sense? Find your station, right? Anybody can get anybody in the business, but who are you looking for? Are you looking for the person who's really going to help explode your business? Are you looking for that person who's going to challenge you? Are you looking for that person who's really going to be an asset to the whole team? So that way you can now build your team smarter and not harder. What is it? The people, and this is where I want to this is where I want to go to, because there are those roadblocks where people hit, where people like, man, ain't nobody on my team doing anything, right? And I'm gonna go over some key personalities. I'm gonna be talking about some people. I'm gonna be talking about the types of people and who you should be looking for. And at the end of the day, guys, you should be always looking up to build your organization. When you step up, your paycheck goes up. When you recruit up, your money goes up. You got to get into circles, guys, that stretch you, right? You can't go, and sometimes it's, people tend to draw to people who are familiar with them, who they are familiar with. And I want to challenge you guys to step outside of your box, get outside of your comfort zone. It's easy to go with the people who are your peers, right? It's easy to go with people who look up to you, right? But what about the people that may not be on your level? And that's where the money is, right? That's the people who already know what you're trying to tell them. How do you come at those people, right? When they're already up here, why are you intimidated? Why are you hesitant? Why are they considered intimidating when you may have something that they may not be aware of, right? Really, at the end of the day, who belief is the strongest is the one that wins, right? You'd be surprised, the small people that can beat up the big people, when the big people got more muscles, but the small people got more heart. Does that make sense to anybody? You'd be like, how he knock him out? And just analogy, but how he and you like, and he like, and he got all this muscle, and he don't, because he had heart, right? And so we got to get towards going after those giants. We got to really get to those giants, because those are the people that's going to have the posture already. They're already going to have confidence already. That's already going to have whatever it is that they need, right? I see somebody say overthink the introduction. That is a big issue, right? That is when you overthink the introduction. How I'm gonna say it, guys. At the end of the day, all we're doing is just having a conversation. Conversation is simple, but then when it comes down to inviting, it becomes complex. And so there's three types of people that I want you guys to pay attention to. We got to recruit up. We gotta go after the people who are on our chicken list, the people who may, intimidate us a little bit. Right? There's no justification, but for the people who actually stretches us a little bit, right? And so let me give you that first type of person very quickly. I want to kind of write. I feel like a writing mood today. So let me give you that first type of person, and that first type of person is your blues. Your blues. All right. Who are your blues? Who are your blues? They look up to you, right? Those are the people that looks up to you. Those are the people that you actually have created a level of influence with over the years, right? No matter how that influence came about, whether it is that you protected them in elementary school, it doesn't matter whether you saved their life, whether at whatever extreme. They could be your mentee, they could be your protege. Those are the people that are considered your blues. Those are the comfortable people. Those people are the people that you can go after, and you can pretty much say, hey, look, this is what I'm in. I need you to sign up. When you're gonna have your investment, right? Those are the people that are easy to deal with. It's not a problem to get those people, but what you're gonna find a lot of times is that in business, those people may not be the ones that's going to explode your business, because really they only did it based off of you telling them to do it versus the value that they see for themselves, right? The moment that they see the value for themselves are the moment that they themselves will step up. And again, when they step up, that's when they go up, right? This is a business that everybody has to take account for their own business. right? And so blues are very, very important. But then now, next, guess what we got now? We got we got the greens. We got the greens, guys. Anybody can think about or can guess what those greens are? Or what type of person are those greens? Those greens are your peers. Those are the people that you roll with, right? Those are people you're comfortable with them as well, right? They cool people, right? You turn up with them. You can call them. You can get some. Y'all can exchange advices and stuff like that. Those are cool people, right? Those are the people that may do a little something in your business based off of you coming at them at a right way because they know you so well. Matter of fact, your peers. Let me kind of make an adjustment on that one because your peers sometimes will be the people that are actually they'll underestimate you. I mean, I'm not taking anything from them, but let me ask you guys this. How many people on the call have their best friends in the business? Let me see. How many of you guys have your best friend in the business? I'm talking about your road dog, your ride or die. It's not a lot of people, right? Is there a lot of people? It's not a lot of people who have their best friends in the business. Those are the people who typically, I mean, you know how many times I have people, hey, call your best friend right now. And they'll be the ones that they may join and they may blow it up. But in most cases, a lot of times, those will be the ones who underestimate you, right? Them the ones in reverse will be your biggest motivators. For some people who may not, be strong enough to handle it, they're not going to tell you no. Some may just say, "Hey, I ain't mess with that." Some may tell you no. Let me take that back, right? But for the most part, some just want to see how serious you are. But those are your peers, guys. Those are your peers. And then now, watch this, guys. This is where we're going because now we got your reds. Your reds. Now we already know what your reds are, right? Those are now your influencers. Those are the people that you look up to. Those are the people that are already making $100,000 or more a year. Those are the people who wear a suit every single day. Those are the people that have, the titles, and those are the people that have some level of influence. Matter of fact, they don't have to be in suits. They could just be the people that just really you just look up to. They got a big network. They got a lot of people who follow them. Those are the people that you must be strong enough to go after. And here's the problem, because some of us are going after blues because those are the safest people to go to. And now we're working harder than smarter because those blues only going to do what you tell them to do. Those blues, they only going, if you don't tell them to pick up the phone, they're not going to pick up the phone because again, they only gonna do what you tell them to do. They were your proteges before the business. It was easy to get them in the business, but guess what? Now they're waiting for you to tell them the next step. But they've been in the business for 3, 4, 5 months, and hey, what I do next? It's okay. We're talking about, we're talking about it all perspective, in all, retrospect, right? We're not talking about in general. We're talking about, the blues as relates to, okay, or in general, when you come in, yeah, you need to give you your step, your system. This is how you work your business, right? But after 6, 7, 8 months, right, you still follow a system. You're still coachable, but then now you got to also get to a place where you're a self-starter. Right. That's why your blues, even if you do bring your blues in, you got to now know they're your blues. And now you got to be humble enough to now allow your upline to mentor this person, allow your upline to coach this person, because sometimes your blues may not do what you need to do. Definitely for your greens, right? Your greens, that's your peers. Matter of fact, especially when it come down, and that's good for the blues as well. When people, have their kids come into the business, immediately, hey, all right, don't even worry about them. I got them. right? I tell my leaders that, hey, don't worry about that. I'll take them. Don't you tell them nothing, because your kids are going to do as much as they're willing to take from their parents. And then it's going to come to a point where they tired of listening to you. I'm telling you what I know, but they'll take it from a stranger, i.e., your upline, much better, much more effective. Why? Because they're not talking to a blue, right? That's why when you go after and you really want to build your business and you really want to go diamond, guys, you got to get these people. You got to go after these reds. Guys, you got to be able to pick up your phone. You got to be bold enough to say, man, look at the business cards on your desk, the business cards in your wallet, and see the CEO name and be bold enough to at least have a conversation. Trust me, he already knows what leverage is. He know what it is to leverage. He know what it is to make 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than making 100% of his income off of his own. Guys, he already understands it. Every CEO in America is is understanding the concept of leverage, right? So we got to get to that point. We got to make sure that we understand the differences, guys. All right, blues. All right, those are the people who look up to you. Greens are your peers, and then of course your reds are your influencers. All right. So guys, look, watch this now. I want to talk about the personality types. And you got to know about these personality types because these are going to be very instrumental in you knowing how to approach your prospects, right? And for some of you guys, you may have heard of these, but you hadn't paid attention to these, right? Because if you're going after somebody and they're a spring and you're trying to handle them like you would handle someone who's a winter, then you're going to mess it up. Okay, you don't went to a winter like you're handling somebody who's really a summer, man, you're going to mess it up. Or you're not going to mess it up. You're going to do it right, but you're going to get frustrated and then you're going to blame them. Oh, they ain't the one. Really, are they not the one? Or did you not approach them the right way based off of the personality type? So let's go into it, guys. Let's talk about this one. Winter. Let's talk about the winter guys, right? Winter guys are those well-to-do, well-put gentlemen. Those are the people who typically wear. No, those are the people who wear a suit. These are the people who actually make six figures or more. These are the people who are very straight up and down. They drive a black car. They typically wear dark suits. These are the people who are very strong-willed, right? They're typically your CEOs. They're motivated on money. They understand what it is to make money. They typically have those very bold assertive. Let me say that assertive personality traits, right? One of the strengths of the winters is that they're go-getters. They're about their business, right? They're about their business, and you may seem, some people may call them a little harsh, or man, you don't have to talk to me like that. But they're not trying to be offensive, but they're the ones who they want it. Look, either you're gonna give it to me right, or you wasting my time, right? Those are the winters, right? So we talking about CEO types, all right? Money motivated, right? These are the people who are probably business owners. They're in the sales, right? Those are the ones already. They're sharp dressers. you know, they love to dress. Ties and all that good stuff because that's just what winters do, right? Here's the weakness of winters. The weakness of winters is that, watch this, they busy. They don't have a lot of time. They do not have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of time for heeing and hawing. They don't have a lot of time for joking and playing. They can be very aggressive. It can be very aggressive, right? And this is weaknesses. You guys got to identify this. This is going to help you identify some stuff, right? And with that right here, they tend to bulldoze people. They tend to bulldoze people, right? That's a weakness for them. Now, how do you get around those type of people? How do you come out of winter? These are the guys who are the people who maybe, look, they don't have a lot of time. And those would be the people you may assume that they're giving you the runaround. You may assume that they're really not interested. No, they're very interested, but they just need you to be. That's why in my inviting series, you got to make sure you get that training. You got to set a date for these people. And if you miss the date, set another date. If you miss another date, you got to set another date, right? I'd rather keep setting dates because I know the type of person I'm dealing with than to be dealing with a winter and you only focus on dealing with a summer, or you only focus with dealing with the blue because you can tell them what to do. But guys, these guys don't care about what you say. They'll let you know when they're available. But if you're not accurate on setting dates, if you're not accurate on getting a time out of them, those are the people who will tell you, hey, I'm coming out of a meeting. My meeting went a little too long. I'm sorry. Can we postpone this meeting? I know I'm supposed to be looking at a video, but do you have the patience to endure? Because these guys also, watch this. Hear me, guys. They come with influence. They come with influence. So remember now, influence means that they probably have a lot of followers. So now, because they got a lot of followers, guess what? They got a lot of blues. I didn't say nothing wrong with getting blues, but now once you get the blues, you got to know how to help them grow. And you may not be the one to help them grow. You got to have a system for your blues to follow, right? So that way they can see the vision. But now watch this. Your winter got followers. So now when you come to him, you need to talk business. You need to use words like project, working on a program. Man, I'm working on a program. I'm working on a project, man, that has helped, leverage income out of this world, man, has a compensation package, has a compensation. We have a portfolio that pays over 20 different ways. You got to be able to go there in a business sense. You know what I mean? You can't talk about, hey, man, hey, you want to find a way to make extra money, or supplement your income. You may have to come at them in a way where, hey, I got another venue where we can create another stream of income, right? Create another stream of income, projects, program, leverage income, compensation packages, compensation programs, aggressive compensation. You got to speak their languages, because those are, and then here's the deal. When you're introducing, edifying your leaders is also a plus to winters. When winters see you edifying other big leaders, they tend to now their antennas raise up, because now guess what? Okay, they have foresight. Most winters have big foresight. They bosses. So that means if they see a leader and you edifying that leader like that, they now seeing themselves like that, right? So you want to make sure three-way calls is important, because now three-way calls now allows you to show them that you can edify a leader, or that there are leaders that are bigger than you. That's a boss just like the person you're on the call with, because now it allows you to now edify him to your leader, makes him feel even better. Are you guys getting this? I'm telling you how to win these winners, right? So now watch this. Let's go to the next one. Then we got the summers. The summers. Can you guys guess? Tell me what you think the summers are, right? The summers. What do you guys think? Those. What do you guys think about the summers? Talk to me. What do you think about the summers? The summers are, the high energy. They're the fun-loving ones. They like to have fun. They're outgoing. Those are the summers, right? Those are the people. Typically they also have, huge networks. Matter of fact, summers typically have larger networks than winters, right? Typically, watch this. They wear bright colors. All right, now I'm going down somebody's aisle right now, right? They're always smiling. Those are the summers. Anybody? They love working with kids, right? They're typically your event planners, right? Of course, the strength of them is that they love to have fun. They love to have fun. Now let's talk about some weaknesses. Weaknesses of summers. What you guys think some weaknesses of summers are, right? Watch this. Always late, right? Or most of the time late, right? They'll be late to their own travel party, right? In some cases, they'll be late to their own funeral, right? That's because they're having so much fun at the last place that they're at. They're the people who, they'll show up late. So that means, watch this, the winners always are on time. Hopefully you guys are getting these notes, guys. All right. Always late, right? They're late because they're having so much fun from their previous event, right? Here's another weakness. They got to talk to everybody. Lord, they can't let not one person pass by because they got to talk to everybody. So here's the thing. Now these are going to be the people that you're going to now have to show them the members trips. You got to show them how, your upline may have sent his wife Turks and Caicos all inclusive for $99, airfare included. You got to show them pictures. They're picture oriented. They need to see Disney. MICKEY, MOUSE. Those are the summers, right? Those are the people who that's how you got to approach them. You got to talk about lifestyle. You got to talk about adult recess, excitement stuff, but you got to watch when you bring in the summers, because your summers, you got to know how to build those summers, because those summers have problems following with the PS3. That's going to be their biggest problem. The biggest problem for summer is going to be the PS3, and that is our pride and joy, guys. This is how you build. You can't build without this. You have to have this. you need the PS3. So you gotta have it. So you're gonna have to make sure that they know off the bat that they're going to have to deny themselves. Because this right here is going to hinder. The biggest part is going to be peaking. Peaking take about 30, 60 seconds, right? That's all it takes, really. Peaking, you should be able to peak somebody in 30 to 60 seconds. Not a summer. A summer going a summer gonna keep going and going. They like an energy. You're gonna have to grab them by their lips and tell them, "Oh, you talking too much," right? That's gonna be a problem for them, right? So you're gonna have to now get them all of the tools that you got to give them every video, every tool. We got an on-demand call. They need to have, because the more tools they have, the more access they'll have so that they can shut up, right? So you got to make sure that they have more tools. They got to have more tools. Got to have more tools, three-way tools. All right. And then ultimately, their problem is going to be the three ways. They ain't going to be able to get nobody on the three ways because they did too much talking over here. So to try to get them on a three-way call for me to close them or for another leader to close them is going to be almost too impossible. Because remember, watch this. They talk to everybody, but that's because they talk too much. Now, if that's you, go ahead and own up to it, right? If that's you, and look, I just want you guys to grow, right? So now watch this. Here you got this next one. Here's the next one. Y'all ready for the next one? This is the fall. Let's go to the fall. Fall personalities. Here's your fall. Ooh, these are people who are very, watch this. I want to say anal. Lord, I want to say anal, but let me go ahead and I'm going to be nice. Those are one who's very analytical. I hope I spelled it right. If I didn't, forgive me, right? You got to pretty much, you got to show them facts, right? These are the people who's going to look and they're going to read the fine print and they're going to come back to you and say, hey, what's this little thing about $40 and what's this annual or what's this thing down here at the small piece at the bottom? And you're not going to know how to answer the question because you may treat them like a summer and then you're going to lose them and you're going to tell your upline, oh, they won't interested. They weren't interested because you got frustrated because they kept asking you questions. They are very analytical. Guys, they're the ones who's going to ask the tough questions, right? Typically, these are your, these are your physicians, doctors. These are your scientists, right? These are your accountants. Anybody ever took accounting in school? Lord Jesus, accountant two. Yeah, those. Yeah, these are those type of people, right? And here's a strength, though. Oh, let me say this first. If you rush a fall, you're gonna lose them. If you push a fall and don't let them do their due diligence, you're gonna lose them. All right. Here's a weakness. Let's talk about some weaknesses. Guys, I'm telling you, when you know these, you will be more patient. You will know how to approach. You'll know, okay, this is the type, okay, this is the type of turf. I need these type of shoes. This is the type of person. This is okay. So let's go on to weaknesses. I'm sorry. We should go. All right. You guys already know. All right, I'll just go there. All right, the weaknesses. They're the ones. That's why you gotta have patience. Slow to make decisions. They slow to make decisions. They need to have all the information before they make the decision. They need to have all the information. And Lord, you trying to make national, and gotta they gotta get all the information. That's just how people are, right? But here, here's a strength though. Here's a strength. I know you may not think it's a strength, but it's a strength. Because I got some on my team as well, and they very helpful. But watch this. They're my researchers, right? Those are the ones who's going to tell, hey, Ron, that's not how, man, I'm telling you, and that's what has helped me perfect my leadership. Hey, Ron, you misspell. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Hey, that's not what David Manning said. Oh, hey, that's not what Bob said. Or that's not what Mark said. Or whoever, right? You just, and that person will be there to help with the small pieces. Does that make sense? So here's how you come at them. You got to come at them with information. Now, we still with PS3 here, but when you peak them, you got to be prepared to get them a third-party tool that has some information in it. In other words, you want them to have the 40-minute video. For real. You can't, some people you can't give the same video to based off of knowing the type of person they are. So you may have to give them, a Mike Rivera video, extended version, or more of a longer detailed version. And once they give you once you get a fall, definitely needs someone who knows 1,000% of the business, because hold on, wait for the questions, because the questions coming. The questions is coming. It's going to be on 1,000, right? And then after that, they still may want to see a website. They want to see something written on paper. We don't do paper. We got to now know how to close that, because, hey, at the end of the day, we 2016 now, right? So we don't do paper no more. But let me show you this website, right? I know my organization have a team website, right? We have a corporate website. So we're going to give you a bunch of information based off of, okay, but now here's the key to dealing with these people. Here's the key. Here's the key. What color I want to use? Set timetables. See, I'm writing my own notes while I'm talking to y'all. So y'all need to be making sure y'all writing notes, right? So if y'all should be listening and writing at the same time. This is going to save somebody's business. I promise you, this is going to cause you to salvage. You're going to call some people back that's on your list that you just threw them away because they got on your nerve. You thought they wasn't interested, but you were dealing with them like they were a summer. You were dealing with them like they were a winter. And you shouldn't have been dealing with them. You shouldn't be dealing with a summer like they're a winter. Because winter people, you got to be aggressive with them, because if you're not aggressive with a winter, they're gonna be aggressive with you, right? A summer, you don't have to be that aggressive with them. You can fumble, mess up, as long as you're showing them some vacations or showing them some fun, get to say a joke or something, they good. Then we got the fall. Now let's go to the last one. Let's go to the last one. We left the season out, right? And I did it on purpose. but we talking about spring. Spring, 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 spring. Here we go with the spring, guys. Now these are your people who like to help people. You know, these are, your man and woman of the year awards, these are ones that, who go to church every Sunday. Again, let me say that in preference. This is, any one of these can go to church every Sunday. I'm just really trying to elaborate on the spring. The springs are the people who typically own nonprofit organizations. They're the volunteers. They're the ones who love, to serve other people. Those are the springs. They want you to win, and they just so sweet. They just love to help people. They love to help people, guys. And the strength is that, it's not about them. Here's the strength. Let me just put this. They selfless. That's the strength. They don't want to talk money with them. It's not about money for them. That was a bunch of scribble right there. Let me not about money. Right? But here's a weakness though. Here's a weakness about that. And you guys know some people like this. They want it more for other people than other people want it for themselves. Somebody can say amen right there. They want it so bad. They want it, they want it for others. More than more than themselves. Right? They would drag people. Some of you guys got dragging the same folk from 2 years ago, from 3 years ago. You're dragging the same. You dragged them in your last business. You dragged them in your business before last. You dragged them every time you go somewhere. You dragging them. You done dragged them over here in this project, and now you're dragging them. You come on. Come on, can you please? Can you please? You want it so bad. You don't care that you ain't getting your goals met as long as you helping other people. And that's a weakness, guys, because there comes a time where you gotta now know when to roll them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Come on, y'all know the song, Don't Play, right? You gotta know when to fold them. It's okay if they're not the one, they're not. And so you can't want it bad. You can't want it more than they want it from themselves. That's why in the game plan call, you got to make sure that you let your upline know, recommend to your upline that even in the game plans, even if you're for the leaders on this call, your game plans need to be added in the fact that letting them know that this is your business, right? Your effort this is your business. I need you. I'm only going to give you 100%, 110% of whatever you put in the business. I'm going to support you. I'm going to give you everything I got, but I'm only going to give you at the level that you give me your effort. If you give me 50%, I'm going to give you 110% support on that 50%. And you're letting people know that. What does that do now? That takes and removes you from having to drag people. Come on, guys. That's why we want to get away from a 9 to 5, right? That's why we're trying to get away from the 9 to 5. We don't want to be nobody's, boss. We don't want to have to try to, worry with the burdens of employees. This is their business. right? So that's what, that's pretty much what I want you guys to understand about these types of people, because when you understand this, you understand the springs. You understand those are the people who can really help your business. They really can, help soften. Now, here's what you got to help with these springs. You got to help them be more assertive in their invite. Because here's another thing. Oh, I'm glad I didn't miss this. They don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. They don't want to hurt no one's feelings. So, do you mind getting on the call? It's really gonna help you out a lot. Do you mind, or can you, man, look, I need you on this call, and man, it's gonna change your life. Guys, this right here will really slow your business down. Here, okay, let me preface this. You're not here to hurt nobody's feelings, but your mind being a spring can make you feel as if you're hurting somebody's feelings. So you go on the softer side than the assertive side. Every successful business person is assertive. The difference is they're not aggressive. So I don't want you to be aggressive, but you must become assertive, meaning that, hey, you got to see this. You got to see this. What time can I call it? What time can I send you the video? Hey, look. In other words, you're insisting that because you know what they need. And people typically respond exactly like you want them when you are assertive, because that shows confidence, right? Hey, I have a way that you can supplement your income. After you done figured out what their solution or what their problem is, you now angle your conversation towards their problem. And man, my kid's school is so expensive, man. I can show you a way that you can supplement that, and you don't have to pay as much out of your pocket. I can help you pay for your child's college. I can help you pay for that private school. If I show you a way how you can help pay for that private school, would you be interested? If I show you a way, you ain't took one vacation. Look, I got a way that you can take not only just one, but I'm gonna show you how. If I showed you a way how you can travel more than you did last year and pay less than you did last year, would you be interested? Those are assertive. I'm telling you exactly what you need, and this is what you got to get. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Are you guys getting it? Does that make any sense to you guys? Make sure I'm trying to get back over here. Whew. Yes. So, guys, I want you guys to get that information. Did you guys get anything out of that training at all? Did you guys get anything out of that training? Did it help anybody? Anybody have any questions for me? Any questions? Because I want you guys to soak that in, and as you go over your list, that's the strategy. You will not make international executive. You may, but you definitely will not make diamond unless you know how to deal with all of those different types of people. I have every single one of those type of people in my organization, every single one of them. And so you have to know how to deal with people, because it ain't always the people. It may be you and your approach to those people. Assess yourself. It's not the business that ain't working. That's what I did. I scrutinized exactly what works. And I said, okay, that one, okay, cool. That's how I'm able to get pastors in the business of big churches, and how to get, VPs of banks, multiple banks in the business, because I couldn't go here with the same way I went here, right? And so look, scrutinize it and go. I talked about inviting last week. I'm telling you about the different types of people. Guys, let's get some people on a three-way. Let's get them in the system. Let's explode. Let's get some promotions. Let's make this thing do what it do. I see those who are applying that they're actually doing it up, having a lot of success. But I need the numbers, the number of you, the masses, to really maximize on this information, guys. Let's apply it. Don't just get trained and get fat and get trained and get fat. Look, I want you guys to win. And so I so appreciate you guys for getting on this call on tonight. Man, thank you guys so much. I didn't see any questions, but guys, look, God bless. Good night. And I look forward to seeing you at the top. Next week will be same time, same channel. And we'll have some also some cool topics for you guys.